James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow.
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to kind of just like think out loud here for a second because I saw an interesting tweet last week or earlier this week on Twitter, and I thought it was such a great tweet that I had to make a video about it. I saw someone tweet that Abdullah Mason, shout out to him, Abdullah Mason, he just got a big knockout again. Just doing his thing. I think he's top ranks best prospect by far. I think he has the highest ceiling. And they're probably doing the best job of promoting him and moving him because he's just always in the ring. He's always fighting. He's always sharp. I think he's like 11 or 12-0 now. He just fought on the Shakur Stevenson Arthur Tunian card. That was July the 7th. They've already announced that he's coming back August the 17th to fight. I'm not sure if they have an opponent yet. I didn't check that part, but I wanted to make a suggestion and kind of just think out loud here for a second. So Abdullah Mason, they're looking to fast track this kid. They're looking to make him a world champion, and really I think Abdullah Mason could be a champion in 3 weight classes. I think he'd be a champion 35, 40, and 47 because he's got the frame, the skills, and the mentality and the discipline of to the sport, I think, to achieve those things. But right now, at this stage of his career, the fight I would like Top Rank to make is a fight between him and this fighter that I've been learning about a lot recently. He's got a big record. Some would say it's padded. I've seen clips here and there of him, and I've heard about him from people in boxing. But this kid, Abel Mendoza, he's 41-0, and when you kind of check under the hood and you look at like who he's fought, it's not really anybody you would know, and the records aren't that great. But he's 41-0, and he's a young kid, and I know he's done some fighting in the Team Combat League, and from everything I've researched about him, seems like a nice young fighter and whatnot. And I would like that fight because I think he from his side of things, if you fight 41 times, at some point you're gonna have to step up in class, and I think it'd be a chance for Abel Mendoza, the young kid, to fight, who's 41-0 by the way, not just to remind you, 41-0. He could fight Abdullah Mason in a big fight on Top Rank. If he beats Abdullah Mason, now that would add like some legitimacy to his 41-0. Then it would be 42-0 record if he beats Mason. But if from the Mason side of things, whether the guy beat 41 cans or 41 killers, if you beat a guy who's 41-0 in your 12th or 13th fight, that looks good in your resume, and then I think that's something that you could use to push him forward. So I like that fight. I like that fight for Abdullah. And I hope that they can go ahead and make the fight because these fighters got to move. They can't stagnate. And I'm not just talking about the guys that are promoted. I'm talking about even like Abel Mendoza. He's fought on mostly, like, from what I could read, like club shows and whatnot. I don't know his whole story. I'm still kind of learning about him. But I think that'd be a good opportunity for him. See what he could do in that fight. And yeah, why not? Why not? Abdullah Mason, I think could probably fight for a world title in a year. He's 11-0, 12-0 now. At this time next year, if Top Rank really wanted to push him for a world title, I think he could fight for a world title, like next year on this time. I know everybody's high on Keyshawn Davis. I know everybody's high on Shakur and other guys, even like a Floyd Schofield. But I've been adamant for a long time. Go check the True School video archive. I've been adamant for a long time when it comes to the young, especially like Black American fighters at 35, 40. I've been very adamant for a while that I think Abdullah Mason is the best one out of all of them, just because of the fact that I think he's got the mindset. I think it's the style too. It's more so his style, the way he fights. Because as good as Keyshawn Davis is, and I like Keyshawn Davis, and Shakur Stevenson, I like Shakur Stevenson. I like all these guys. I'm a fan of boxing, so I'm a fan of all these guys. And I make videos about them, so I'm a fan of them, right? But one thing about Abdullah Mason is he's got those boxing skills. I'm not going to sit here and say he can box as good as Shakur or box as good as Keyshawn, but he's got high-level boxing skills, high IQ. But he's not going in there to try to win by decision. He's going in there to take your freaking head off. And that's why I think, even though he's not much of a talker, he's resonating with a lot of boxing fans that are watching his fights, because we're watching guys like Shakur and Devin get all this praise and all this hype, And at the end of the day, boxing is the hurt business. And so when people pay their hard-earned money, you got to remember, most boxing fans is blue collar. They're not rich. Most boxing fans are blue collar people that like to go out to watch fights and watch action. And Abdullah Mason brings a little bit of everything. He brings the IQ, but he also brings the action. He brings the excitement. So I think that's why he's resonating, and he don't talk a whole lot. You know, as he always says, and his dad says, boxing will dictate who we fight. And right now, the way I'm looking at it, I'm looking at Abdullah Mason, who's a guy that I think in terms of skills is a better fighter than Abel Mendoza, because I've watched Abel Mendoza fight. But Abel Mendoza has so many fights, even if he's fought cans, he's got so many fights where you could actually put him in a fight like this, and we could actually see what kind of fighter he is. Now, if he gets beat the hell up, people at least know that he's the guy that fought Abdullah Mason, and he can still, fight. If he has even a decent performance, he can still carve out a nice career for himself. And if he wins, all of a sudden, he's looked at in a whole different light. So I don't really see, like me, I'm a half glass full kind of guy. I don't see any problems in Abel Mendoza risking what's already a nice record. He's 41-0. If he loses to Mason, he's 41-1. He can still come back and be in good fights. If he wins, he's 42-0. Now he has a young, hyped up prospect on his resume, and he can push even further with that. So yeah. That's what it is. I'm just thinking out loud here. I want to see Abdullah Mason versus Abel Mendoza. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you guys think about Abdullah Mason taking on Abel Mendoza? And if you don't know what Abel Mendoza is, just go YouTube him. Go box rec him. He's got 41 fights. He's 41-0 with 41 wins. And yeah, he kind of like Wilder. You could say to a degree. Like Wilder didn't fight no creme de la creme opposition his first 35, 37, 38 fights. But hey, he was winning. So you can't really... It's a result, like boxing's a results-based business, so you can't knock it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Abdullah Mason versus Abel Mendoza, yes or no? Leave your comments down below. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterbury, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.